Good morning, and here we are. I'm on the same walk actually, different day. I quite like this walk because sometimes I see horses in this field and I can give them a pet and a chat. So, and I'm surrounded by ripening rapeseed at the moment. It was amazing earlier in the year because it was so yellow. Luckily I'm not allergic. So walking with Codie and Cancer, today I thought I would talk about, drum roll, getting your house in order. Now this is something that I found quite upsetting initially because it was my parents talking about what was going to happen when they died. They're very organised people and they want to take the stress away from myself and my sister so that when the day happens, everything's in order so that we can deal with our own experiences with it and not have to worry about other things. So we were called together and Mum and Dad wanted to explain things to us, and it was quite profound and upsetting and a massive reality check. It chokes me up a bit talking about it now. And they I've got this memory now. They've got one of these beds with where you store stuff, and it was like this great big opening mouth as they lifted it up to show us where everything was. And it was quite a profound moment. It was like this genie revealing its contents. So in hindsight, I'm actually very, very pleased that we had the conversation because it opened up the door about talking about dying and what happens and how we feel. And although it was a very difficult experience at the time, and as I say, even now I feel myself brimming. It's crossed a bridge. Actually, it's opened up a conversation and a dialogue about dying and death and what needs to be done and getting things sorted. And looking back, I think it was worth doing. I think my parents were very wise to do it. As much as it was difficult, it was a bit of tough loving actually. And now we know. And the same as the overnight bag that I spoke about before, it's taken away some stress. So we can focus on Mum, we can focus on her potential recovery or worst case scenario. And we're not tied up with paperwork and expectations of solicitors and other people because a lot of it's already been done and there's lists and preparations already in place. So I actually think it was absolutely the right thing to do, although it was tough. So it's another part of my journey that I've just shared, and hopefully it might help you if you come across a similar experience or you have to make a decision, because sometimes with illness people's mental capacity can change. The various drugs can affect how you feel. So doing it in the early stages is actually a really good idea. Mum hasn't started emptying wardrobes and things like that. Nothing like that. It's just getting her house in order in respect of paperwork and other bits and pieces. So, the financial issues that can get quite complex. And also, on the back of that, it's going to save my dad a lot of hassle. And again, then he can have a different experience. So they're wise people. As I say, I've got so much admiration for them. And it's tough talking about it, but it's a tough topic. And I hope this little conversation helps. Right, well, so it's quite a long path, this one. So I'll give you another little view of where I've been and where I'm going, and enjoy the rest of your day.